Hi there, Dan Thompson here. We want to talk today about the C6th Lap Steel. This is a Rogue lap steel. It costs less than $100. Comes with a set of legs. It's not maybe the best lap steel in the world. It does, the paint tends to chip a little bit over time, takes some dings, but perfectly serviceable first instrument. It comes with a fine set of strings and a fine pickup. I've upgraded those. We'll talk in a minute about what those are. The first thing you need to do with the lap steel is tune it. I'm using a Rogue, The first thing you need to do with the lap steel is tune it. I'm using a reverb tuner, which has 5 settings for guitar, violin, ukulele, bass, and then the C setting. So you want to have it in C, otherwise it'll try to tune it like a guitar. You need to tune this to the following notes: C, E, G, A, C, and E. Those are the notes that make a C6th tuning. Okay, I talked a little bit about the upgraded strings. I went to the clear tone strings and I actually had them make me a custom set of strings. I've got 15, 17, 20, 26, 30, and 36 on this lap steel. I think the heavier strings really help with the tone, and I just like it a lot. The other upgrade is the pickup. So I've got a Seymour Duncan mini humbucker in here. The lap steel comes with a single coil, which is a fine, for getting started, but it tends to hum when you go through an amplifier. And so we just want to maybe kill that hum. Get a humbucker. Over at 920D Custom, which is another custom shop, they actually make a replacement pickup and tone and volume. It's an upgrade, about $120, $130. So you can do that as well. Just lift the whole plate out, put in a new electronics, and you'll get better tone. You'll get the humbucker. Okay, let's talk about the next step, which is a tone bar. You have to have a tone bar to play a lap steel. This tone bar is a Stevens bar. They come in 2 different types. There's a round bar with a bullet end. I don't use those. Those are mostly used, I think, for pedal steel. You can do different techniques with them. For a lap steel, you want this Stevens bar. It's got this nice groove across the top where your index finger lays in and your thumb lays in, and you get good control over it, and it can slide up and down. So that's the bar, the tone bar. The next thing you absolutely have to have is a thumb pick. So I use a Dunlop large thumb pick, but they come in all sorts of sizes. You have to have a thumb pick just because of the angle of your hand. You need to be able to pick those strings. Some people also use finger picks. I do not use finger picks. The heavier gauge strings can be hard on your fingers, and you just have to develop calluses. At least that's what I do. So either stick with the lighter gauge strings that it comes with, or work your calluses with the heavier gauge strings. But those are the basics. You've got the bar, the thumb pick, the tuning, the upgrades. One last thing is I like to use a volume pedal. I use an Ernie Ball VP Junior, volume pedal Junior, to get these kind of sweeping sounds. So to get that just kind of a nice, volume swell, I would recommend getting a volume pedal of some sort. So those are the basics of the lap steel, tuning and the types of bar and picks you need. And that's it for the first lesson. We'll see you in lesson 2.